land to be grabbed, I don't know where. Can he either table evidence to support his claims, Mr. Speaker, or withdraw? Because that should never be left in the records of this House, Mr. Speaker.
No.
Senator Speaker, sorry, and apologize.
Senator Fernandez, you either substantiate your allegations or you proceed to withdraw and apologize.
Mr. Speaker, I need your guidance because the Gazette notice was signed by the Cabinet Minister of Interior. I thought it is judicially noticed.
I am referring to the statement that you've made.
No, Mr. Speaker, let me substitute and withdraw that word,
And
the grab, and say he gazetted.
Proceed. You've apologized. Proceed.
Yeah, well, let me proceed. But, Mr. Speaker, you have to appreciate that incompetence and corruption fights very seriously, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker.
Senator Fernandez, take your seat. Take your seat. Senator Fernandez, you have to abide by the ruling of the Speaker. Don't come up with your own ruling and proceed to abide by that ruling. A point of order has been raised against your allegations. And indeed, to that extent, that point of order is merited. Meaning you have two options. Either to substantiate. If you're unable to substantiate, you proceed to withdraw and apologize. Pick one option and proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I've already withdrawn the answer, and I have apologized by replacing with the word that it was gazetted. Mr. Speaker, let me conclude by saying the following. You know that's the danger of incompetence and corruption. Mr. Speaker, we must call out these gentlemen. They are embarrassing everybody. Being killed, Mr. Speaker, and no one is taking it serious. I expected the majority leader.
Senator Wambua. Senator Wambua.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, these days I rarely agree with Senator Cheriot, but on that matter of personalizing battles on the floor of the House, I totally agree with the majority leader. Mr. Speaker, I stand here to make comments on the statement brought to the floor by Senator Danson Mugatana, my neighbor from Tana River, on this matter of acquisition of land for a public good. Mr. Speaker, this matter is a weighty matter because, Mr. Speaker, this speaks to a lot of initiatives, especially by the national government, to, quote unquote, bring development to the people, but take away what they already have, and in most cases, it is land. Mr. Speaker, I am very sure the Senator of Tana River and the Senator of Garissa are not opposed to the construction of the Masalani National Intelligence Service campus, but they want due process to be followed, and they want the people who give out land for that public good to benefit from their land. Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that I have spoken about many, many times, especially on the issue of taking private land for use to construct roads. It is true, Mr. Speaker, that we all need roads everywhere. We need our roads to be tarmacked. But, Mr. Speaker, it is the highest level of deprivation. It is the highest level, Mr. Speaker, of robbing the public if we take people's land to initiate development projects for the benefit of the greater public, and then we don't compensate people for the land that we have taken. Mr. Speaker, I have in mind two issues in Kitui County: the issue of the construction of the Kibwezi-Kitui-Migwani Road, where our people have not been compensated 3 years down the line. Mr. Speaker, it is only fair, it is important, it is a constitutional principle that if you are taking private land from people to do a public project, then the people should be compensated promptly and according to the market rate. So, Mr. Speaker, I am in support of the statement by Senator Mugatana, and I hope that the committee.
The Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to add my voice to this statement by Senator Andrew Okiya Omtata on the killings of residents in Angata Baragoi, Narok County. Mr. Speaker, where I join Senator Omtata in seeking to understand, first of all, how far the Inspector General of Police has gone with regards to the promise that he gave to the citizens in a meeting that I attended, in public and broad daylight, that the police officers that mishandled the firearms and led to the killing of 5 citizens, not 6. I have seen Senator Omtata. Oh yeah, he's captured it actually that it's 5. The only part that is not accurate, Mr. Speaker, is that initially, and indeed at the time of going there, I thought that there had been a child. It turned out actually that they were all 5 male adults of different ages. Mr. Speaker, when we were there with the Inspector General of Police, he spoke in broad daylight in the presence of media and the country that any police officer who was involved in those killings will carry their own cross. And I thought that was a good sign from him, meaning that then IPOA was going to swing into action, and by now we'd have known what is the identity of those officers and what action has been taken. It is now more than 3 weeks, nearly a month, actually, Mr. Speaker, since that incident happened, and there is nothing that has been said from the investigative agencies. I thought the practice is that in such a matter of great national concern, by now the country will have been updated, at least by APOA, of what is the status of investigation and when will the citizens get justice. Second and most importantly, Mr. Speaker, there is a particular administration officer, Mr. Chubat, if I'm not wrong, because the citizens kept on mentioning that name, that was mentioned profusely and was mentioned to have participated in organizing and leading this particular exercise. I thought by now the Ministry of Interior will equally have updated the country on what disciplinary action has been taken against that particular officer. Transferring, Mr. Speaker, is not a solution. If you transfer an administration officer who has led an exercise such as this that has led to the death of citizens, Mr. Speaker, basically what you're saying is that you're sending him to go and visit the same kind of killings in another part of the country, Mr. Speaker. And that cannot be acceptable. Therefore, I hope, Mr. Speaker, that when the answers come, we will be told also of what will have happened to this particular officer and what is the status of investigation.
Senator Eddie Okech.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also wanted to add a voice on the statement by the good senator from Busia, Senator Okiya Omtata. Mr. Speaker, the issue of excessive use of force by the police in this country is something that must stop. Because, Mr. Speaker, we lose way too many lives to recklessness by the police. But that said, because most of the senators have put their voice on this, I think that there needs to be a long-term solution to what is happening in Baragoi and Angata, Mr. Speaker. Because the livelihood of the people in these areas, Mr. Speaker, has been affected for way too long. Mr. Speaker, it will interest you to know that on the other side of Angata is Buitembe in Kuria region that falls in Migori County, Mr. Speaker. A time without number, this is a community that is so good at contributing in the agricultural basket of this country, very hardworking, in a very good environment that crops should be thriving, Mr. Speaker, but every single season, during rainy seasons and non-rainy season, Mr. Speaker, this community cannot settle. The Kuria people, the people of Kuria, cannot settle and focus on agriculture. In fact, Mr. Speaker, a number of times as leaders, we are forced to go and visit the communities during festive seasons to at least have them also enjoy festive seasons. For instance, Christmas and New Year's, because they've gone for a whole year without planting because of the wars in that region, because of the insecurity in the dispute of that land. So while it happened, Mr. Speaker, that on the Angata side is where the police shot a number of people there, Mr. Speaker, it is also true that that conflict is taking more lives in the entire region, Mr. Speaker. And I think that perhaps even apart from just having the committee deal with this, Mr. Speaker, because it's an ongoing conflict year in, year out, I want to indulge you, Mr. Speaker, and beg that perhaps it's a good time to bring a motion in this House and sort a resolution of the Senate to deal with what is going on at Angata and to deal with the issue that also involves the Kuria community and the Kipsigis community on the other side, Mr. Speaker. Because it's not right that even the Maasai community, the Man Nation that is on the other side, Mr. Speaker, have now been brought into this conflict.
Senator Seki.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I also want to contribute to this statement from Honorable Okio Mtata on the issue of the killing of residents of Ngata Barikoi. Honorable Speaker, this information came to us and we really regretted, and we want to condole to the people of Narok, more so the Ngata Barikoi area. And we believe that the committee responsible will get to to these matters as quick as possible, so that we don't act on the issue that has been overtaken by events, Honorable Speaker. We are looking forward to see the action where the police has taken on this matter, Honorable Speaker. Because we see that there is no discipline for the people who acted on this matter, there is no arrests. And these are the things that we really wonder why we have systems and structures in this government or in government. So we are looking forward to see the committee coming in handy to make sure that these issues have been addressed as early as possible. More so also the issue of land issues that brought their old problem, wanted to know, will be able to see or even to hear what are the issues that contributed to this problem, because these are issues concerning land. And what about that land that has been having dispute? And the compensation of the victims, Honorable Speaker. We are looking forward to see all this. Honorable Speaker, I also want to contribute on the issue of a statement from Honorable Mugatana on issues of public land or private land or even community land that is being used by government with no compensation. Honorable Speaker, I will refer to a land just next to Nairobi here in a place called Vetland in Ngong area, where government had done a lot of quarry to remove maram and even stones and building materials for public use with no compensation to the communities around there. There is a lot of excavation, a lot of problems, a lot of destruction. They do a lot of, destruction to the neighboring neighbors within that quarry, with no compensation. These are the things that we really need to look at. Even when
Senator Faki.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii kutoa kauli yangu juu ya taarifa iliyoletwa bungeni na Senator Abbas, Senator wa gatuzi la Wajir. Mheshimiwa Spika, mazingira ni kiungo muhimu cha maisha yetu Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hivyo ni makosa kwa serikali zetu za county kuchafua mazingira ambao binadamu wanaishi katika sehemu zile. Mheshimiwa Spika, utupaji takataka